Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we currently are working on assimilating the Trinzaru assimilators. And this war is going quite well, really. They have this fleet here, which is their only actual dangerous fleet to us. And of course, we do have this fleet, the Baronel fragments. Well, let's bring them over here. So we have 3 fleets in this region. There's no way that they actually beat us. Even if they win one battle, they can't win the second. And they definitely can't win the third. Valentipaz fragments are currently over here. And I think that we should go ahead and bombard. Yep, that'll be fine. Our armies are grouping up over here. We'll go ahead and bring in the next batch of them. So let's bring our armies over here, and we will land on Forever Spring. There's actually no one there to defend it. So we're going to go through the wormhole to Zorf. This will be our next target. At Bleep, we don't know what they have on the surface because we don't actually have sensors there. So we'll have to see. Okay, now we can see. They have nothing. Literally nothing. Okay. Sounds good. Of course, our primary goal here is to clean up all of this random border core that the Trinzaru assimilators have created. We do need to do the same thing with the Galactic Entente and the Condyne Alliance, but those are the only 3 forces left. Okay. So we are going to group up all of these forces. And you guys are going to head over to Zorf and go take Bleep. Fantastic. Now from here, this is our next target, but that's actually going to take us quite a bit of time to get to. But that's okay. How goes the rest of the war? The Baronel fragments are currently in position over here. The Trentite fragments are pushing in. And this fleet is attacking Zoad. And we're going to go defend it. It's going to fall, but we should be able to fight that quite soon. And with that being the case, we're going to go take Tibby, since they moved out of position. Now this is definitely a weaker fleet. This fleet has seen a lot of action. So we're going to take some losses here. There's no doubt about that. We're probably going to end up sending this fleet back home after this. We'll see how much damage they end up taking. That's a fair amount of damage, to be sure. Okay. I mean, we do have this region under control. So that's completely fine. Okay, nowhere else to take over here. Trentite fragments are in the same boat. I believe that's all of their spaceborne holdings gone. With the exception of this station. We don't have an engineering research going. We should probably do that. I'm going to go for Strikecraft attack speed. Yeah, I think this war is just over at this point. So let's group up all of these fleets here. There we go. And let's get this fleet moving over here as well. It's going to be a little bit behind the Throndraite shards, but that's fine. Blastus, do we need you to be a Starhold? Maybe. We're definitely going to have to do something about this starbase capacity at some point, but I mean, we're making money still, so I think we're okay on that front. The Baronel fragments, honestly, they can head home. Like, For real. The Saccharine shards can as well. And the Trentite fragments, yeah, they can too. There's just so little that we actually need to take over at this point. It's mostly just waiting for... Actually, we do need to grab this. But it's mostly, at this point, just waiting for our armies to make their way around. So that's fine. We are currently 100 days away from hitting this last location. Would these guys be willing to achieve war goals? Not yet, because we're demanding unoccupied planets, but mostly because it's an end threat war goal. Fair enough. On the next month tick, we're going to be able to get another construction ship going, and actually this one needs to move back to this region. There we go. So this construction ship, as soon as the month tick happens, which is right now, can go ahead and construct a gateway over here. Excellent. Now we did just lose exotic gases for shield boost, that's fine. Volatile reactive armor, that's fine. Desperate measures, that's fine as well. We don't need any of those edicts right now. We're completely fine.
Accretion complete.
Okay. We just have another 45 days until we get over here. Gotta love those month ticks. But hopefully, as we continue to eliminate enemies, the lag will get less bad. I'm hoping it's not our systems that are causing the lag. That would be awkward. That would be very awkward indeed. Luckily, we are getting very, very close to controlling the galaxy. Once we have the Transaru assimilators in the fold, which should be done very soon, our next target is definitely the Condyne Alliance. They're a lot weaker than the Galactic Entente. But we've just about got this wrapped up. So that is perfect. Okay, we have now taken this location. There are 3 areas to bombard over here, 3162, 1472, and 700. Okay, we will bombard Budding Dreams. And we are going to land on Blooming Fields first. Excellent.
Innovation rollout.
We just lost volatile ammunition. That's irrelevant. We're not going to do any more fighting for a while. So I think we'll go ahead and grab army damage. Gateway construction site finished up. So we no longer need this construction ship. And we will start upgrading that gateway. Perfect. So what else do we need to do? Not a whole heck of a lot. This war is pretty much wrapped up at this point. We're just waiting for them to accept our achieve war goals. We're not going to status quo peace under any circumstances. That would not be a good thing for us. We are definitely going to be, I think, waiting for them to surrender to us unconditionally. Like, I don't think they'll ever let us achieve war goals unless we eliminate them. So either we're going to fully eliminate them, or they will allow us to do what we're doing via surrender. One or the other. How long we got on this? Okay, we are about to jump. Oh, we've got this bug going again. Wonderful. There we go. Excellent. How goes this bombardment? Slowly is the answer. The devastation is coming up relatively quickly, though, so that's nice. We should have no problem whatsoever with this. Do we have a general in this? Yeah, we do. Good.
Angry meteorites touching down.
Excellent. And honestly, we can pull back any other fleets that are bombarding. Like, it's kind of not relevant. So the Lentipaz fragments can go back to Shap. The Frisidian shards can go back to Castor. The Coruntine fragments can go back to Grunthurst. And the 8th Fleet technically doesn't have a home base. We'll base them out of Adelamar. There we go. And they can head back too. It's just going to be the Throndraite shards escorting the armies around. That's all we have left to do now. Hopefully, this gateway construction site... Ooh, that's a long ways away. I was hoping that that would come online before we had to jump down here. But, no. No, definitely not. Maybe the one over here? 800 days still. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. To be sure. I'm surprised we haven't completely demolished these defense armies yet. Okay. Fair enough. They're holding out. It's because it's a combat width of 6, is the reason. Only 2 frontline armies to go. Disengage, disengage. Those would be good disengages. Morale is gone. No? Not gonna do it. Nope. Unfortunate. But now we have 2 new full morale armies, and we're just absolutely crushing. There we go. So, of course, the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to attack Round Nut here. If it would let me select that. There we go. Wait, a hostile fleet? What? Where? Oh, okay. We already have a fleet in system. That's convenient.
Angry meteorites touching down.
What fleet is this? It's the Baronel fragments, and they were just heading home. Okay. I don't know where that fleet came from, but whatever. So, we have cleaned up this area up over here. Our next target is probably to clean up this region. And then these. Followed by this nonsense and this nonsense. Now that's probably going to take a little bit longer than this episode, is my bet. But once they reach 100%, they might be willing to just surrender. That's what we're hoping for. Because if we have to go planet to planet, where are they getting these little fleets from? I mean, we do have a fleet in the vicinity. But if they're going to jump into Jebin's Maelstrom, they're just going to get wrecked. And it looks like that's their plan. How's this battle going? I don't know. We have an autosave going on. There we go. Well, they actually have some defensive caretakers. Interesting. Those are getting positively wrecked, though. Yeah, these guys jumped over here, and they're just going to get completely smashed flat by this station. Yep, no concern there. We did finish up some techs, so let's go ahead and grab, I think, energy weapon damage, and minerals from jobs would be a pretty good one. That said, I'm actually going to go for planet build speed because it's super cheap. There we go. That fleet is now dead. Fantastic. And we've crushed the morale of many of these armies. That's a very good thing. We're just focusing on this. I like it. Its morale is completely gone. And we're now ignoring it. And attacking the disengaged armies. It's a little bit awkward that we're doing this. Because we just lost an army for no reason. When we could have taken this out so quickly. Just like that. Okay, there we go. That battle is now over. Fantastic. And we have one more to go over here. Budding Dreams. And this was the big one. But it's actually not very strong anymore. Our bombardment has been very, exceptionally successful. But next we're going to head over here. That's going to take 250 days to get there. Which is going to be slightly awkward. Oh, we're putting in our wounded armies first? That's, maybe hold those in the reserve, General. That's not the greatest idea that I've ever heard. But I guess you just like wasting armies, so that's fine. Now, our colony ships are both down over here, but they're not colonizing, so we're going to make sure that they get colonizing. There we go. Excellent. And I don't see any reason why this isn't colonized. Let's go ahead and, if I can have the game respawn, thank you. Let's go ahead and survey these. Like, let's just go on automatic exploration. I have no idea why these areas aren't colonized. But whatever. I mean, this is super late game. Super duper late game.
Establishing lithosphere.
Let's see, we have 114 influence, so we can actually start constructing our gateway over here. Perfect. We did end up losing quite a few armies because this guy put in the weak armies first for reasons. I don't know how he thought that was a good idea, but whatever, I guess. Well, they're not going to have anything left in a moment. We're at 93% on the war exhaustion for them. We're at only 22% ourselves. Okay, we've now taken that region, and we need to come over here. We're a ways behind the fleet, which is kind of ideal. What is the army strength here? Only 875. So we'll just land here directly. What's the army strength over here? 875. That's fine. How about over here? 175. Oh, there was another one. 193. Okay, no need to bombard. No need to bombard here. 1052. That's arguable. 155. I keep doing that to try to close that, and it's not working. There we go. Yeah. I think we'll bring the Throndraite shards directly here to bombard. And then he's 1548. Yeah, that could be bombarded. It's at 0. And this over here, there's quite a few locations, but they're all relatively weak. With the possible exception of Fushu's Rest. Okay. These guys are at 93% war exhaustion right now. And they're kind of unwilling to let us achieve our war goals a little bit. But that's okay. Are you guys willing to surrender? No, they're not. That's fine too. They'll get there. So Lentipass fragments, let's get you guys reinforced as soon as this month tick happens. There we go. Sakurine, you guys as well. Karantine. There we go. And we'll leave the Throndraite, since they're way out over here, away from anything we could possibly hope to reinforce them with. Since apparently, they don't even bother trying to pathfind through the Pilsimius League over here. Which is slightly awkward. But I mean, this war is basically over at this point, right? We just need to get them a little bit more willing to surrender. And to do that, we just need to go planet to planet, is all there is to it. How long until our armies arrive over here? Well, still quite a while, I would guess. We're like 100 days behind the Throndraite shards, so like 250 days. Well, there's not really too much else to do. Of course, we have this construction site just finished up. We'll go ahead and get rid of that construction ship and upgrade that gateway. That's going to take a while. So, while we're waiting, we might as well manage our planets a little bit. So this mining world here, this needs repairs, to be sure, but it is a nice mining world. This is a mineral purification and an auto-curating vault. Okay. I can deal with that. We'll put in a waste reprocessing center just for the mineral production. On this tech world... Come on. This is why I don't usually do this with the game unpaused. On this tech world, we could definitely use a bunch of research labs. There we go. On this tech world, we need housing. Fair enough. I'm going to replace this generator district with a hive district. There we go. This is a generator world here. We need housing and jobs, which is always slightly awkward.
Construction complete.
We can ditch the spawning pool and put in a hive warren, because we definitely don't need a spawning pool anymore. And now we're just going to need jobs, so I guess we can upgrade that to an alloy megaforge, and that will deal with that situation. We just need jobs over here. I'm also going to upgrade the expanded warren for a little more housing. Just need jobs, easy enough. Here we just need housing. I'm going to replace this waste reprocessing. Well, let's give 2 jobs. We've got lots of amenities. Let's actually go ahead and replace this with a hive warren. We've got 11 unemployment here now, so that'll be fine. This foundry station here needs repairs. We actually don't quite have the population to do that, though. We need housing, so we'll upgrade the expanded warren. This foundry station needs housing. We will replace this reactor district with a habitation district. There we go. Mining world here needs jobs. And that is slightly awkward. I think... How are we doing on strategic resources? We've got tons of exotic gases. We will go ahead and replace this with some sort of a job producer. Like, probably an alloy foundry, honestly. This foundry station just needs jobs, easy enough. This mining world just needs jobs, easy enough. Although there is this fortress here that I would like to replace with... We've got sky domes here, so plenty of housing. A nanite transmuter.
Research complete.
Yeah, let's do it. It doesn't give jobs, but that's fine. This foundry station here needs jobs. There we go. And we did get research finishing up, so that's army damage. We will go for army health next, I think. This foundry station just needs jobs. There you go. This mining world needs a structure here. And I think we are going to go for sentinel posts. Same thing here. Or not sentinel posts, what am I talking about? I wanted to go for a synaptic node. Synaptic node. There we go. And then this fringe planet here doesn't really need anything at all. I think we will give this a hydroponics farm. We need housing on this foundry station. We will replace this reactor district with a habitation district. This refinery station needs jobs, and refinery plants are not good for those. So we're going to put in an alloy foundry just as a job sink. Okay, how goes our traveling over here? Are we... Yep, we were successfully battling. That's perfect. So we're going to move over here next. And we are going to land these armies over on Glugrug. Fantastic. Okay, we can't repair this over here, so all we need here is jobs. So we'll upgrade that. That'll have to be fine. This is a foundry station. We'll put in some foundries, and that will solve the jobs and the open building slot. This is a refinery station here. Okay. We need, I think, a chemical plant. Excellent. We have our gateway up here. Not that we really need it anymore. Okay, this refinery station needs jobs. And to that end, I'm actually going to put in an alloy foundry as a job sink. And the same thing here. Okay, this mining world needs housing. We can just build a habitation district, though. That's fine. Assuming the lag lets us. There we go. Okay. We also need some research. There we go. And it is time to put a cut in here, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, hopefully we'll hit 100% on this war. We'll definitely annex this, and, I mean, we're definitely going to annex all of the Trinzaru assimilators. It's just a matter of when. So you can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.